Harris here, and I'd like to talk about my 2019 Appalachian Trail through hike. Now I'm going to be hiking the trail with a great friend, Al Castro. Al and I grew up in East Moline, Illinois. East Moline is part of the Quad Cities. It's right across the river from Davenport, Iowa. I think Al and I have known each other for a little over 50 years. We went to grade school together, high school together. We're great friends. We're like brothers. I went in the Marine Corps, and Al followed suit and went in the Corps as well. I decided to do 4 years and get out, and Al decided to make a career out of it. Al has served all over the United States, West Coast, East Coast, down south. Al's primary MOS was in the Air Wing, where I was a 0311, a grunt, although I was fortunate to serve in the Presidential Honor Guard in Washington, D.C. So when I got out after 4 years, I came back to the Quad City area and became involved in public safety. I worked for the city of Rock Island. I retired from there. I was very fortunate in my career. I was able to do many assignments. I rose up through the ranks. I ended up retiring from the city as chief of police. That was in 2012. After leaving Rock Island, I went to the Western Illinois University and became their director of public safety. WIU, go next. They are the Leathernecks. Anyway, so it's been 7 years down at Western Illinois University, and every time Al and I talk, he keeps saying, you know, we're not getting any younger. So we decided that we need to get moving on our quest to walk the Appalachian Trail. So I'm retiring on Friday, March 15th, and then a week and a half later on Monday, March 25th, Al and I are going to set off to walk the Appalachian Trail. Now Al is obviously not here to introduce himself nor go through his gear, so I will attempt to talk a little bit about his gear. So if you want to bear with me just 1 second, I'll show you what we got for gear. Now I have my gear set up on a Marine Corps throw blanket. The pack that Al and I are both going to carry is the Osprey Atmos AG 65-liter bag. Now, it is a little heavy, a little over 4 pounds, but Al and I believe that it will be able to take the abuse that the trail will throw at us. And I am going to be sleeping in a tent. I'm a ground dweller, and Al is going to sleep in the trees. So instead of having a tent, Al will have a hammock. However, Al will have the equipment to go to the ground if he needs to. So you'll notice that I'll be using a Marmot tungsten one-person tent. Next to the tent is the poles, and then next to that is a sleeping bag. This is a Nemo Verve 20-degree bag. I will probably not, in fact, I'm not going to take that bag because the bag is about 3 pounds, 5 ounces. I have ordered a REI Igneo 17-degree bag, which is just under 2 pounds. So I'll save about 1.5 pounds there. On the table is my sleeping pad, a Sea to Summit pad. In front of the pad is my camp gear, what I'm going to sleep in. I have a stocking cap. I have darn tough wool socks. I have an insulated running top. I have running pants. I have some gloves. And then I have a puffy coat. Now this puffy coat is a knockoff of a Ghost Whisperer, so I think it's the Metatherm. Al and I both are going to use the Sawyer Squeeze filtration system. I have a Gerber knife here, a titanium spork, and then we have the deuce of spades. The deuce is for doing the deed, digging the hole. Al and I both are going to carry the pocket rocket for our stove system. My hiking clothes will consist of Ingenie toe socks, Darn Tough socks, Ex Officio underwear, convertible hiking pants, Columbia hiking shirt, and then a Nike Dry Fit top. I will then have an extra set of Ingenie toe socks and Darn Tough socks. When it rains on the trail, not if it rains, but when it rains, I have a raincoat from REI. This is going to be, that's a rain skirt. Pack cover for my electronics. I will be carrying an Anchor charger, and then the Anchor cords, a buff, a head net, and then some Dirty Girl gaiters. You'll notice on the design of the Dirty Girl gaiters, there's a pink ribbon. Those pink ribbons are the symbol for cancer and breast cancer awareness. So I thought I'd wear those in support of all cancer survivors, and more specifically breast cancer survivors. Somebody near and dear to me is a breast cancer survivor. My wife is a survivor. Shoes that I'll be wearing on the trail will be the Ultra Lone Peaks. I actually have 3 pairs of the Lone Peaks, and then behind the Lone Peaks are a pair of shoes that I'll be wearing in the camp. Here's a better picture of the Marine Corps throw blanket. As I mentioned, Al and I are Marines, and we're very proud to have served. In fact, our YouTube channel is called Vintage Leathernecks Tales from the Trail. Pretty nifty. I would like to finish by saying thank you for taking the time to watch the video. For all those through hikers out there, or hikers on the AT, stay safe. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would ask that you subscribe to Al and I's channel, Vintage Leathernecks Tales from the Trail. Thank you. Goodbye.